Now that I'm looking back, I can see all the signs I tried to fill in the cracks that were spread in my mind, but I was all out of hope, lost in an endless maze, the emptiness.
Back to the BHL. We have an exciting game today, important for both teams, Minnesota versus Philly. It looks like they're missing some people, but let's just get right to it in our short pregame. Jail, who do you think is going to win this game, just flat out?
Is that color derp in that? Yeah, it is. So I got Philadelphia today, surprisingly. I feel like that Tango, you know, versus the entire other team. It's not going to work against a team like Philadelphia that has 2 lines instead of 1. I don't know, though. That ZCD's and Tango connection has been really strong this season. They've scored like every game, maybe 1 or 2 goals. So maybe they can come through with that. But besides that, I see Philly taking this one pretty easily.
Okay, and with that, we'll just go right into score predictions. Jail, just tell me your score prediction.
2-1 Philly.
I think it will be 3-2 Philly. JP?
I think it's going to be 4-2 Minnesota.
Willie?
Yeah, 3-1 Philly.
All right, so JP's the odd one out here. With 20 seconds left, it is still looking like both teams are missing some people, I believe. We have Jail reffing tonight, as per usual, and hopefully it's an entertaining game. Philly, I believe, is looking for their 2nd win. Correct me if I'm wrong, anybody?
Yeah,
it is their 2nd win. Yes, and Minnesota are looking for their 4th, which is pretty monumental. Minnesota actually looks like the better team in general, but with Philly having their more complete roster, hopefully we see a difference. Okay, up to the commentator.
Yeah, the commentator. That will be me, Sammy the Whale. As we got a great game here. Minnesota versus Philly. And, okay, well, we already... ohLuvv is on the wrong team. You know, he's got a lot of his friends on this Minnesota team. A bunch of the Quebecians. But he is not on that team. He's on Philly. So, he forgot to change his team. What a smart individual there. Philly, notable absence. Dicker, very A player, I guess. I mean, he's A player. He's the defender for this team, but they do have Alex Anar, you know, the most clutch player in BHL history, according to the TikToks. So we'll see if he still has those clutch genes tonight, as he will get his debut. I don't think he's played for, I don't know how many seasons it's been, but it's definitely been a bit. Minnesota, on the other hand, they do not have Braudefen, who is their keeper. And they've got Colordup, who was at this Philadelphia franchise last season, and I think the season before that. I think he was drafted by this team a while ago, but he's definitely the keeper, so we'll see how this goes. The Storm is going to take the face-off. Philly wearing their alternate jerseys, the Halifax Highlanders. Maybe an ode to Alex Anar there, as he's going to battle with Tango here on the boards, and Tango's going to try to get past ohLuvv. Does well to keep it in the corner and takes it behind the net now. CCD's off to a great start for the Minnesota team this season. He's got a bunch of goals. It's the P3 Merchant, as he's going to take it past ohLuvv, but Storm comes there to help out his defender. We're going to be trying to pull it back there. Storm pulls it back. The other notable absent here for Philly is Falgaze. A great slot pass there from R&B, but gets hit away, as ZCDs will take it the other way. Falgaze is the other notable miss for Philly team. He's a very good player for this Philly team, very mechanical, on a pretty good contract. A ZCD sent it to the slot for Tango. It's hit away, and Minnesota with some decent early chances here as Tango's going to clear that away. Hit it P3 to the middle, ohLuvv shifting and blocks that away in the slot. R&B hits it out. Pulls it back, but Tango was just kind of there. He pulls it back into Tango. Tango still keeping it behind the net. Good pullback, but he smacks R&B on the play. Nothing's going to be called, though. Tango trying to do a move from the corner there. Hits Stripsky in the corner, who's now on the ice here. Philly getting their 2nd line. Tango's still out here. Stripsky can't get past Biscuit, but Biscuit does well. Hits a shot that is probably never going in. I think it counts as a shot, though, but Panaman holding his near post well there. Now Stripsky breaks it away. Tries to get some to go, but Biscuit on the back check gets that. Badgers now hits it back. Badgers pulls it back on Dripsky, but Dripsky's there. Frown kind of pinched weirdly on that, pulls it back. Maybe for the step back B3, it's saved. I think Alex Anar was offsides anyway. That might not have been rolled back. But now Biscuit pulls it back. DJ McCoy on for this Philly team with Dripsky with a far P3 there. It's saved by Color Derp. He's made the first 2 saves of this game here. His Badger's kind of risky play there in front of his own goaltender, who probably just watched him in disarray. It's a great pullback there from Badgers, but he misses the 5-hole. He does get a shot, but it's a weak P2 to the near post of Panaman's net as he sends a great pass to the slot and has another chance, and it's saved. Philly just not clearing their lines there. Panaman electing to play it, but Alex Anar trying to do something with the puck here. Runs over it a few times. Maybe the knees don't move like they used to. As now ZCD clears it up P3. ohLuvv comes over, hits it down the board. Storm hits to the middle. Ardenby's kind of open there. He's got a chance. He just tries to 5-hole it past Arax, but he can't. Storm hits it down for Ardenby. Ardenby has a bit of space, but his pullback and hit goes right into ZCD's, who tries to P3 it past the net, but it just doesn't go as it hits the side of the net. Storm, nice pullback. Ardenby with a chance in the middle. Storm takes it off his stick. ohLuvv hits it to Ardenby. Ardenby's just going to 5-hole try to get past, but a nice fast pull there from Tango and a deep P3. It's always favoring Pandaman there as he almost slid into his net somehow. I don't know how he did that, as ohLuvv hips it up for Storm. Storm with a great P3 for Arden, but just gets a stick on it, but it's not a shot, and it also isn't really pass there. As ZCD gets ohLuvv's clearance, it's going wide of the net, but Pandaman will hold that, and that'll do it for that shift for the first lines here. Pretty good start from Minnesota.
I mean, despite the shot, or the shots don't really show what's happening for them, though. I feel like Minnesota's losing.
As Tango almost scores there off the faceoff, I mean, you could maybe say they're losing. They've still got some okay chances. As Biscuit hits to the middle, ohLuvv clears it away from the slot. Somebody gets hit there. I think Tango got hit, but won't be called by the ref. As now Frown's got 2 Philly players pushing him. Tango does well to get out of space there. Looks for that pass across. Bandman leaves it for Ardenby, who kind of didn't expect that. Nice move there from Tango, but he can't find Biscuit, who was wide open in the slot. Nice pullback there from Dripsky. Just looking to P1 spam it under Frown. I don't see anybody ever do that, and there's a reason. As he tries to get it past Tango, but again, Tango just keeping it there. Hits it to the middle for Biscuit, and Biscuit misses it. Oh my goodness. That's a great awareness play from Tango. Not rushing that hit, just hitting it to Biscuit, as Tango had a lot of time there, but Biscuit just completely missing that puck, as there was a great chance there for Minnesota. As Badgers is going to get a shot, and what a save there from Pandaman.
Since the last face-off, I feel like Minnesota's done a lot better. I think they might score here with the sniper on the ice.
CCD's has a lot of goals. I think all of them have been a P3, but he does what he does best. As now Storm is going to try to do something there. He can't get it past Badgers. Storm beats out, gets the P3 up, but it only goes to ZCDs, who just sends it right back into the zone. DJ McCoy, risky clearance to Badgers, and Badgers has a chance, and he rips it off that post. Badgers trying to get a pullback behind the net, but he can't. Battling with DJ McCoy behind the net here. Can't really clear it. Badgers still has puck possession. Nice double hit to the middle. ZCD's is wide open. He hits the post again. He had the whole net open for him, but ZCD's just can't bury that chance. And that's about like the 4th post or something that Minnesota's hit this game already. Badgers looks for a Michigan there, but he can't get it. Tripsy comes on the ice, but that'll be offsides on Minnesota.
I mean, Minnesota's really flipped it from the start of the game. They were getting pretty dominated, but it's definitely changed since then.
Interesting, Jalen Peter commentary, but you know, it is what it is. As Biscuit's going to get a chance, but just runs over the puck. As ohLuvv shifts on that. ohLuvv's going to drive it to the corner. He's going to hit it out. He's going to try to look for the slot pass, but Arax is there. Arax trying to beat Ardenby. Good pullback there from Ardenby, but Tango's there to help out his teammate. He gets past Ardenby on the boards, but Dripsky comes over. Looks for the double hit to the middle. Ardenby just couldn't get a stick on that pass. Tango pings away. Dripsky's fast fullback. Hit up for Dripsky. Nice pullback there, and a deep P3, and it's going to find the back of the net. And somehow, Philadelphia lead this game off a deep P3 from Dripsky.
I mean, that should have been a free save for ohLuvv right there. I feel like that's a very manageable save that he should be able to get. He saved those easily and not much. He should have been able to get that one.
And I mean, that is kind of evident why people voted for Philly on the desk winning this game. You've got Color Derp in net, who can't save anything for the life of him, as that one's just going to trickle past him and go into the net. Very unfortunate goal for Minnesota to give up, as they felt like they had the momentum in the game so far. Ripman, a few shots that hit the post, but they find themselves behind in this game, as Badgers is going to shift on that face-off, and Arax is going to hit it into the zone. Storm P3s it up for Dripsky. Dripsky with a chance, and it's two! Two back-to-back goals there from Dripsky, and Philly have a 2-goal lead.
And I can't say this was expected. I thought they both have their line stacks on. I feel like Tango should be able to guard Dripsky pretty well with how he's been playing recently, but apparently Dripsky thinks otherwise.
I mean, that's a great play there from Philly. OllahFresco just hitting up the Storm. Storm having the awareness the first time it into the middle for Dripsky, who's waiting there. P3 sent it past Color Derp, who, you know, maybe on that one's a hard one to save, but Philly find themselves up 2 in this game. Minnesota might need to get something here if they want a chance, as Badger's going to take it off the faceoff, and again he's going to hit the post. Philly having a 4th player on the ice, and that is the post for them, as OllahFresco sends it up for Dripsky. Dripsky's going to shift on that. He's going to get kind of a shot. He's going to pull it back. He's going to P3 to the corner. 5 seconds left in the period. Maybe one more chance as Tango's just going to boot it up. Eric's jumping on the bench, but that's going to do it for this first period, as I'll send it back up to the desk to Mia and Co.
Welcome back. That was a pretty surprising period. 2 goals in the late period. In my opinion, Minnesota was dominating most of the period for at least 5 minutes, and then the last minute we see 2 Philly goals, both by Dripsky and assisted by OllahFresco. Let's start with Willie. What do you think happened in that kind of collapse in the last minute?
I think just knowing Minnesota and the roster, Color Derp let in a goal he probably shouldn't have let in, and the morale kind of just spiraled. They're a very streaky team, and I don't mean that to be rude, it's just how they are. And I just let them have that lapse of judgment. Those led to the Dripsky goal.
And I do agree with that. I don't know if that team is very big on morale. JP, do you think Color Derp can even make any saves in this game that aren't straight to his chest, or is it mostly just a hope a goal goes in on Panda Man type of game?
I think he can make some decent saves. I feel like he can stop more shots than that. He just needs to, you know, get some more. He wasn't ready for those. He'll be ready later, though.
I agree with that, too. I feel like during the commentating, Color Derp was kind of getting flamed, but he does save those in the BHL, which is where he usually plays. I hope he locks in a little bit. Jill, what can Minnesota do to kind of get it back, besides not hitting the post so much?
Honestly, I wouldn't really be surprised if Minnesota did bring it back in this period. Maybe next period. They were dominating like the entire time until the end there. I feel like they just got to play how they did at the beginning, kind of just recollect after those 2 goals, play some more defense, cover cross, and I think they'll be fine for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I mean, the second goal was a complete just not watching the cross, really. Just playing a little bit, a couple blocks away. But, you know, right now, most of the predictions on the desk are looking to be true. Even JP's going with Minnesota could still happen. So it's still a fair game for both sides. All right, and I'll send it back up to Sammy.
As the face-off here, we're going to have Tango and Storm take it. Minnesota needing something here. Storm, nice win there to Arden B, but Arden B can't get the shot off as Tango gets there. Arden B with a good P3 to the middle, but ZCD's holds slot and clears it away. Arden B trying to hit it to the middle again. 3 Minnesota players covering the slot there, as Tango's going to P3 it. It's going to go too far, and OllahFresco will take that away. Trying to get past ZCD's as he'll power it to the corner. Good pullback there from OllahFresco. It's almost going to go off the post. Kind of did, but Color Derp gloving in as he made that look very difficult, even though there was no real danger. As ZCD is going to send it over for Tango now. RDB gets a stick on that one. Looks for the P3 across, but it's nobody there, and ZCD just P3s it back. A lot of ping pong right now. Storm with a good first touch there, but he can't get it past Arax, who shifts on that. The shift demon. DJ McCoy trying to turn around with it, but ZCD's takes it away. Looking for that quick P3 there, but he can't get it. Tango with a fast pullback to get past R&B. But R&B pulls it back on Tango. Sends it across, though. Maybe not the move. But Dripsky, nice pullback there. Tango just running across to get that. And sends a P3 on net. Panaman will glove it and play it behind the net. TJ McCoy will send up for Alexander, who sends it over for Dripsky. Has both of the Minnesota defenders beat. Still has it, but it's a save there from Color Derp. As both Minnesota players committed very heavily on that. And Dripsky just kind of ran through, but Color Derp coming out of his net to make himself look big and block that shot there from Dripsky. As Frown just P2s it up. Badger's trying to get a nice movie, but he smacks Alex and R there, and it will be a penalty. As he tried to just hit him out of the way to get some.
I mean, Minnesota hasn't looked the same with Badgers back. They're still, it looks like they're still adjusting to having them.
I mean, you know, that one is a debatable one. It's on puck, but at the same time, he did kind of hit the defender out of the play, so it's kind of rough as Dripsky will get called for an FOV there.
Mr. Penalty gets it.
Alexander now on this face-off. He just kind of P1s it to the corner. This is going to just hit it behind the net. You got Biscuit and Frown killing this penalty. Definitely not the strongest, but Dripsky's going to try to hit it or pull it back there. ohLuvv's going to keep it in the zone. Look for a double hit to the middle, but it's weak, and Frown will clear it away. Frown taking it behind the net, but ohLuvv will pressure him. Frown trying to pull it back on ohLuvv. He doesn't. ohLuvv hits it out. Alexander gets a P3 on that, but too close to the near side of the net, and his shot's just going to go behind the net as none of the Philly players are going for the puck here, even though it's a power play. Frown, delighted to see that as he's just going to kill some more time behind the net here. Frown trying to get something to go, but just sends it for R2B, who'll take over. R2B quick P3 to the middle, but good shift there from Biscuit. Double hit there from R2B to the slot. It's not going to get through the Minnesota defenders in the slot. Storm trying to take it in the zone, but his team was offsides. Nice move there from Badgers, but it's get swatted away. And, I mean, that was just DJ McCoy hitting a P2 from the blue line. It's saved by Color Derp. He'll definitely take that because he needs the save percentage. Badgers are going to try to look to get past Storm here. Nice pullback there from Badgers, but Storm reads that well. P2's it up for R2B to take, but R2B's not there as Badgers runs over the puck. Big hit there from Arax on Storm. Not going to be called. Badgers, nice move there from Badgers. He gets a shot. It's right at Panaman, though, who's going to hold the puck there.
I mean, they're looking back to get in their dominant form that they were in the first period. See if they can get it back, though, and continue.
Minnesota definitely having chances this game. It's just not taking them as Tango tries to do a face-off play with Arax, but Arax does not get the P3 off. Maybe trying to go for a 5-hole shot instead of a P3, but Tango now, it's a pass in the middle. ZCD's with a chance. The puck was just behind him, though. He had to adjust for that P3, and it's going to be an easy save there for Panaman. As ohLuvv now behind the net. Clears it up for Dripsky. Too much of it as Arax gets that big hit there from Dripsky, though. It's going to be called as his P3. Doesn't matter because it's a penalty there on Dripsky.
Minnesota really needs to capitalize here. They have the player advantage, a same advantage. They should be a free goal for them right here.
As Panaman is complaining in the chat, because that's all he can do. He can complain and do nothing else. As Tango now on the faceoff pulls it back for CCDs, but his shot's going to go wide of the net. Another chance there for Minnesota that just goes begging because they cannot finish. Alexander and DJ McCoy on this power play for Philly. Definitely not the strongest line. Maybe a few years ago with Alexander would be a better line, but he's still getting the rust off as Alexander is just going to keep driving forward, but not getting anything to go. As Tango P3 clears or swats away DJ McCoy's clearance, but DJ McCoy just hits it back. Arax sending it back for ZCDs. DJ McCoy whiffed it on the puck a few times. ZCDs leaving it for Tango. Nice pullback there from Tango. Tango tries a sharp angle shot there. Doesn't get it to go. 5 seconds left in this power play. And Minnesota are pretty much going to get nothing from this as Panaman will elect to hold this with 3 seconds left in the power play.
I mean, Minnesota they can't make a single shot. They put up a lot. They're shooting like Wapex out here.
I mean, maybe they're shooting like Ghosty Ferret, as he is known for terrible P3s, as Badger's shot is going to go wide, but Panaman will still glove it either way. A lot of these chances are counting as shots only because Panaman is gloving them, as ohLuvv takes it through a few Minnesota players, but gets pinged at the last play there. ohLuvv tries to pull back on Frown. He's got a bit of a step. Hits it to the corner. Looks for the double hit to the slot. It's a great pass. ColorDrip gloves it and plays it for Badgers. Badgers taking it down to the corner. He's got Dripski on him here. Trying to do a nice move to the middle. He doesn't get the 5-0. Hits it to Biscuit in the middle. Was not expecting that as ohLuvv will clear it away now. As that is the most obvious too many men from Philly there. I don't know what they were doing.
I mean, what is this? Back-to-back penalties for Philadelphia? They're seeming to fall out of their form that they were in. They're just becoming reckless at this point.
I mean, this is a thug team. I mean, you've got Hanneman as an owner. You've got Dripski, who I think led the league like the last 3 seasons in penalty infractions. So, yeah, this team is a very thug-oriented team. They love causing mischief, and yeah, that's all I can really say. As Storm will win the face-off here. Badgers trying to do something from the corner. He does get the pullback into hit, but not really a shot, as Penman will glove it. Good pass there from Biscuit. It's going to go past Badgers. Tango trying to do something, but he just hits it to the middle, and nobody on Minnesota is really ready for that, as it's kind of been a bit of a trend, as Badgers maybe looking for a Michigan. Hits it too far in front of him. Biscuit with a attempted shot. Great pass there from Tango. Who's going to find Badgers in the middle, and Minnesota get 1 on the board here.
I mean, Minnesota finally capitalized on one of their many shots that they should have had go in. Luckily this time, it didn't hit the post, so it's a win for Badgers right there.
And finally, Minnesota score one of these chances. It was a great pass there from Tango, finding Badgers open in the middle. He's going to one-timer that into the back of the net. And Minnesota back into this game. 37 seconds left in this period. Maybe they're due for another, maybe not. We'll see. As Dripski is looking to the sky for some reason. I don't know what he's praying on, but we'll see. As he's going to win the face-off to this in front. He's going to get a pullback. Maybe looking for that P3, but Badgers there is on the back check. The pass over for Alex and R sends it over for Dripski. A decent idea, but Dripski probably just not expecting that pass. Dripski hits Badgers in the middle. Sends it over for Alex and R. It's saved by ColorDrip. Good chance there for Alex to get his first goal back in a while. As Arax, great pass to the middle. It just goes behind Badgers, though. Tango sending it over for Arax. Badgers sending it down for Arax. Chase can't get it. Badgers trying to do something here. Sends it for Arax, maybe with a chance, but he P1s it, and his shot will go wide, even though that'll do it for this period, as Minnesota do get 1 back on the board. I'll send it back up to Mia and the desk.
Thanks, Sammy. Well, we're back, and Minnesota finally, with I think 90 seconds of power play, finally scores 1 with 12 shots. Now, these shots, some of them are just man-to-man gloving stuff that was not even close to going in, but that's just how he plays. Finally capitalizing one, but I will say they have not looked impressive. JP, we'll start with you. Are you even impressed right now in Minnesota? Because I'm not.
No, they've had a lot of shots wide open and have only capitalized on one, and it had to be from their superstar Badgers, who I think this is his 2nd game this season. He's had a big break from when he last played, but he needs to step up if they want to win this game.
You know, and although he is their only goal, it almost makes me wonder, I'm pretty sure one of the commentators said it, they do not look like they are used to playing with Badgers at all. Jail, what do you think?
Honestly, I wouldn't really agree with that. I feel like, before Badgers even showed up, I don't think the second line had more than like 5 shots on the season. So I don't know. He's definitely making them play better. I feel like if they had brought us in, this could probably be a different game. I feel like he would have saved maybe the first shot. If not, maybe the second one. Probably the second one's a harder, but yeah, I don't think Badgers is the problem here. He's definitely improved the second line a lot, and I feel like Minnesota has it in them to score at least 1 more goal.
Yeah, they definitely have to, especially if Philly keeps penning. ColorDrip did make a monumental save at the end there, which really saved them from being 3-1. Willie, any closing thoughts before we go into the third?
If they keep at it as they will, this game could very well flip back upside down.
I mean, I'm kind of hoping for an OT here. I could see no goals besides 1 Minnesota in the third and hopefully an OT. All right, well, back up to the commentators before third period puck drop.
Well, we'll see here if Minnesota can tie up this game. Both of these teams, maybe not what they were hoping for in the beginning half of the season. Philly losing that one game to Calgary Wings, letting the Giat score an overtime winner on them. Definitely a statement, but they've kind of picked up a little bit as ohLuvv now has a lot of space to take it up from the back, but he just hits it into Arax, who's going to get a deep P3. It's saved by Pandaman there. Pandaman going 12 for 13 on the night so far, but, again, some of those shots, not really on net, but they're going side of net. He gloves them. He's a dirty stat patter, but that's besides the point, as Tango now trying to do something here from the corner. He hits it out, tries to get something to go there, but I think Storm gets the crit on that, so it goes behind the net. Tango's going to scoop it past him, but ohLuvv takes that now. Got a bit of space to work with. He sends it up for Arden B to chase. Arden B getting past the defender, getting a chance. It's saved by ohLuvv there. A good chance there for them. Philly, but it's going to go past them as Arax sends it over for ZCDs, who whiffs on the clearance. Storm with a sharp angle P3. It's saved by ohLuvv. Plays it out for Arax. Arax is going to take that. Badgers is letting him have it. Badgers loses it to Dripsky on the board. Dripsky with a very sharp angle P3. It's going to go wide of the net as ZCD sends it up for Badgers to chase. Badgers looking for that P3 there, but Alex and R on the back check to get that. Dripsky takes it from him, pulls it back, still has it. Biscuit just hits it there. DJ McCoy P2ing it out, and Alex and R just booting it up for Dripsky to chase. Dripsky, nice pullback there. Hits it to the middle. Biscuit hits it right back to Dripsky. Dripsky with some nice moves there. P3s. It's going to go wide of the net, though, but Minnesota kind of struggling to deal with Dripsky right now as kind of risky line change there from Philly as Badgers is going to get a chance at a deep P3. It's saved by Panaman, who's going to glove it.
I mean, Badgers is getting a lot of shots off, but I feel like he should have passed that one there. Biscuit Talk was just wide open.
Definitely a chance there from Minnesota, but it'll be a face-off there on Philly. I'm not sure which player it was. It might have been one of the other players not on the dot for being past the hash marks or one of those. But again, yeah, these teams placed, not saying this as a joke, but they are placed 6th and 7th in the table right now. So, make that what you will. But that'll be an FOV on Alex and R. That's going to be a penalty for Philly as that's 2 face-off violations here. Another good chance for Minnesota.
Minnesota really needs to capitalize here. This is where it's been big for them in power play as they scored their last goal when Dripsky was in the box. I think that they can score another one here and tie this game up.
Well, I feel like they do need to score here because, again, their chances are either deep P3s or just hitting it wide and Panaman gloving it and it counting as a shot. But they did score on their last power play. So we'll see what happens here. As Tango's going to FOV that there, as it seems like neither team really wants to play the game here.
I mean, they just need to stop holding W. I think that's been every FOV so far.
As now Biscuit will take the face-off, just holding shift on that to not get the FOV, as Panaman will glove that, and it'll count as a save, as that was not even a shot, basically. But Tango's going to try to do something here behind the net. Looks for the P3 out quick, but it's behind Biscuit, who gets a good fast pullback, but doesn't get it to go. Tango sends a P3 across, but it's going to go a bit too far. Now Frown, a little bit confused by the Minnesota choice. They've got only Tango really on as their superstar forward, as now they get Arax on the ice. But only 10 seconds left in this power play. Minnesota really not capitalizing on it. Arax shifting on that. ohLuvv clears it away, and that'll probably do it for this power play, as now Arax takes it forward. Maybe looking for a deep P3 here, just hits it to the middle. As Dripsy's going to take it off Tango, he's going to P3, and that's a great save there from ohLuvv. Probably the first time anybody's ever said that, but he makes a great save on Dripsky's P3, who stole it off Tango there. Dripsy, a nice pullback there, he gets the P3 again. His shot's going to go wide of the net, and Tango will take this. Or was going to take it as he whiffs over the puck. Tango. P3 quicks up for ZCDs to chase. DJ McCoy whiffs on the first clearance, but eventually gets it. Dripsky trying to get the pullback on Tango. Nice move there. Kind of loses where the puck goes, though. He still has it. Nice pullback again. Doing a lot of here, and he's going to score, and that's Dripsky's hat trick. Great play there from Dripsky. Tango just not really knowing what to do. And Philly are up by 2 now.
Dripsky just showed them why you don't give him space. They just all held S and gave him a little too much room to get that shot off. I'm pretty sure they were also screening their own goalie.
Well, Minnesota, a stoppable team on their day. I mean, Dripsky definitely a good player, but Patrick from him here is always welcomed by Philly. Kind of just does whatever there. He just runs at the puck, always does the pullback, but he's gotten pretty good at shooting these P3s off those, and he's got 3 of them tonight. As he will win the face-off here, looking to get past ZCDs, but whiffs on that first. DJ McCoy just electing to leave it for Dripsky, as ZCDs will take it around the net. Trying to get a pullback there, but he whiffs on it a few times. As now Dripsky sends it up for Storm. Storm, nice ping there, takes it away from Frown, but he just whiffs on it and lets Frown recover. Storm just hits it up the boards. Frown hitting it back. McCoy again hitting it back. Ping pong there on the boards. Frown trying to scoop it in the middle. Color Derp also whiffing on it. Everybody just not wanting to hit the puck. It's sent up by DJ McCoy. Storm trying to do something there. Gets the double pullback. Color Derp comes out of his net. Badgers takes it. Badgers has a lot of room to work with, and he shoots far side and he scores. Badgers just had a lot of space there, neutral ice, and he rips one from behind the blue line, and it trickles its way past Panaman.
I mean, that was just a horrible LC from Philadelphia there. They just, defender line changed, don't think anyone else realized, and Badgers easily capitalized on a 4-post shot. That looks like a layup for him right there.
It's a good play from Badgers nonetheless, but there's definitely a mistake if you're seeing Color Derp assist. Badgers just left a lot of space there in the neutral ice. Gets the pullback, and then Philly going off the line change there. Nobody there on defense, and then he just rips the shot past Panaman. So Minnesota still not out of this game. They got 2 minutes left to find an equalizer here. As Badgers going to get a P3 off the faceoff. It's a great save there from Panaman. As now Biscuit's going to try to work something here in the corner, but Alexander takes it away. Looking for a quick clearance, but can't get it past Badgers. Badgers just waiting for him there. Badgers trying to move from the corner, but it's hit away. Got another chance, but he just pulls back instead of doing anything with it. Now Arex keeps it in the zone. Badgers pings the clearance away. R&B going the other way now. Trying to crit chain it down. Gets sent to Badgers. Badgers scoops it to the boards. Trying to get a crit to the middle here, but he can as ohLuvv's there. Badgers pulls it back. Nice move there from Badgers. Tries to hit it to the middle, but he can't. P3. Biscuit with a chance, but Biscuit just whiffs on the puck again. I think that's their third kind of whiff off one of those passes. It sends a great P3 to the middle, though. Just goes behind Badgers. Now RB will take it. RB looking to get past Arex. He doesn't, as Tango's now on the ice here. Nice pullback there from Tango, trying to scoop it past, but RB pulls it back from him. Trying to get some to go. Hit up for Biscuit to take. Biscuit with a P3. It's saved by Panaman. Another save as he elects to hold this one.
Minnesota looks like they're heating up as they call a Toyota line stack for this. I feel like they have the better line stack compared to Philly, but Philly's line stack is a lot more defensive oriented than theirs.
I would say this does favor the Minnesota line stack, but last time they did line stack, they got scored on by Dripsky with a P3, so we'll see how it goes, since they're going to have to definitely be aggressive here to get a goal. But they have great technical players like Tango and Badgers who were able to cause mischief in that offensive zone, score from behind the net. So they definitely have a chance here, as they're also both good in the slot. So we'll see how it goes here, as this will be the face-off here in the offensive zone for Badgers, who's going to win it for Tango. Tango P3s. Great shift there from ohLuvv. Shot might have been goal bound as Badgers with a nice move. He gets the shot. It's going to go rip off the post. And Tango with a pullback, but it's going to be saved by Panaman. He plays it behind the net, and you got both Minnesota players pressuring behind the net as Badgers looks for the middle. Panaman gloves it and plays it back. But Badgers, relentless pressure here from Minnesota. 30 seconds left in the period. Dripsky takes it behind the net. Both Badgers and Tango just full pushing this puck here. Dripsky's eventually going to clear it, but Arex comes over, takes it away from him. Arex now behind the net. He's got a chance. He hits it to the middle, but every single Philly player holding shift in the slot. Really don't want to give up this lead as Badgers pings it. Tries to hit it to the middle. Runs over the puck, sadly, though. Looking for a double hit there, but it's going to go and hit away by Dripsky. Now Dripsky going to drive the other way, and that'll probably do it as he takes it behind the net or back to the side there, and Minnesota just not able to get a chance and Philly will walk away with this game. They were outshot by 7 shots, but they scored the ones that mattered the most, as that'll do it for this game's coverage. I think there's only one game tonight, is that right?
Yes.
Or no? Only one game tonight, so that is it for this game, and that'll be it for this coverage. I was commentating, Sammy the Whale. We joined on the desk by Mia, Willie, Hale, and somebody else. Were you up there, Jalen? Yeah, you were up there too. And then we had 6004 behind the camera, and that'll do it. Peace.